Hello, my name is not Pixel Riffs, and in honor of him today, I've got him not streaming today, and me going surprise. We are starting off with the Minecraft music. Good morning, Jesney. Good morning, Hexa. How are you guys doing today? We are definitely not in Nor. Not Nor? Not Nor. We're here in the creative world. I can fly, I can fly. We are, whoops, one too many button pushes. We're going to do a little something different today. I'm on my test world, as you can, or my creative test world. As you can see, here's the design for the industrial zone sorting system. I do actually have a bit of a front already designed. Just haven't gotten to it yet. Then we have other things. Other things. Yes, many other things. Including a bush. Bushes. And a trap. You want to capture villagers at night? Put a bed in there. This will trap a villager. He'll come in, get in the bed. As soon as he gets in the bed, or as soon as he gets out of the bed, I should say, or he gets in the bed, the door closes. He gets out of the bed, the floor opens up, and he goes down. Whee! And then you encart him away. But we are over this area in a fresh little patch, because we got pickles. We have trouble with pickles. I'm having trouble with my pickles. And we need to design a farm, because my old farm doesn't work anymore. And that sucks. So let us get something for a building block. And I hope you're all well today. I will soon have to go get some more coffee in my mug, because I didn't prep well enough. I am waking up slowly, so enjoy, because this could be interesting. But we're going to build a machine. We're going to build a farm. We're going to suss it all out. And you know what? Let's just do cobble, shall we? The Stone Age. Oh my. And that was the last in my mug. That kind of sucks. All right. Let's get above the ground. I don't like digging down in a test world. I don't know about you. I like going up and then having that space vertically to be able to fiddle with things. Now, actually, screw it. Let's do andesite, because it looks better. Too early for the last of the mug. I know. It's only my first mug. I usually start streams on my second mug. That is why. I woke up later than I usually do, which is good. However, I've had less time to properly become human for the day. And I don't joke about that, but I joke about it. Congrats on a successful sleep. No, that is something to congratulate, because, oh my. Sleep is problematic. Getting restful sleep is even doubly so. However, we are going to need some glass. Let's go over to the magic search button. Oh, it's the first G. Let's actually leave like this. Let's do the corner this way. All right. Now, the sad thing is, since this is a pickle farm, we need coral. Trouble with coral, you need water. So we will get those. However, we need a substitute block for coral, because coral needs water to live, and we are going to have redstone. So let's use a substitute before we add water, because otherwise the coral just dies. So that's not good. So let's say, oh, not there. Let's go, let's just remove this whole bit. Okay, we know we need a seed bed like this for each pickle. We don't need to do this, but it's the best way to do it, is to raise the block up so we can put the pickle on that, and then when we bone meal the pickle, other pickles form around it. Then we have to shift the floor, because shifty floor is the best way. It's the only way, really. So we need pistons. Which pistons? We're not sure. No, it's the regular pistons because it's a shifty floor, which means we're going to need all this stuff, which means we've already ran out of room. So let's do a little bit of this. We won't need the water right away, so we can do that. No. This is how I usually arrange things for my redstone. Just because I know I'm going to need the things. All right, shifty floors. Yeah, let's build side to side. So, wrong spot. This will be our temp block. Shifty floors are easy to build, not so easy necessarily to sync up though. Let's just get rid of that for a second. But here's your basic shifty floor design. Non-sticky pistons and a temporary button. Bonk and bonk. And that was bad. Okay. Shift. Shift. That's it. Anything that's on top of these will pop off. Now, we're building a pickle farm. So before I say that, the biggest thing with shifty floors is making sure that those are back by the time you push those. And new redstone mechanics, I hit the button too soon. Let's see if I can quickly set up a problem here. Or the problem with shifty floors is we will invert this signal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be enough. So here's the problem. Redstone's powered. However, it's all about timing. So what we need to do, what you need when you're building shifty floors, you have to worry about when you fire the pistons. Now, in this case, with the pickle farm, we should be fine by doing a pulse and then a pulse. A very quick pulse. What color is your mug? Trying to hand with... Oh, it is green, actually. An olive green. Any mug will do. Definitely. So what we're going to have to do is shift the floor after a bone meal and then shift it back. Or do we shift, because here's the other option we can do here for the pickle farm. Let's just get rid of those. Add a secondary... Well, I suppose I'm going to need that, aren't I? Add a secondary line of... oh, I know how I can set up this quick pulse. I said I'm still getting... I'm still waking up here. So please forgive my derpy brain at the moment. Okay, we're going to need an observer for one thing. And we'll just put that there. And then we're going to need just a slight delay. But we'll put it on 4 just to make it more pronounced. Okay. Saw that go. And then I will put bonk and a lever. And a lever. Thank you. You saw it happen right there. And the reason I'm doing it with a a lever on an observer is every time you change the state, we can speed this up a little. There's your flower farm. That speed right there. And technically, it could be this speed here as well, but that pulse needs to fire just after the dispenser. So we're going to need a dispenser. And this sucker will go here. Now, this is set up with an extra set of coral blocks, which means water will have to be here. Or underneath, I should say. But water has to keep them alive. But technically, they will be underneath there. Because that needs to be like that as well. So instead of setting up this automatic shift, we can double it where shift over, bone meal is dispensed, then it shifts it over, bone meal is dispensed. So there's two ways of doing this, either shift it or pulse it. But then we have to figure out which side is going when. Also, here's our other considerations. And this is, I wanted to do a creative build on the technical side, just to show when you're doing anything. And this goes with, this is how I build anything. It's, you have to take into consideration all your aspects. Like, this needs bone meal. How are we going to get it in? Where do we get it in? Right? Because what I failed at yesterday with the pickle farm is I was using rail for it. Are we going to use rail? I was thinking best way to elevate items from a chest, you would want to use rail. However, I can just do this to a chest. We're standing here and put it in higher up, right? That's an option. And that way we can eliminate rail, which is a good thing. Now, here's the other thing we got to worry about. The water. Where's the water going to go? Right? It's got to flow. We can put we know, and it's got to be too high at least. And I just thought shifting the floor may actually change. No, it won't change water dynamics, especially if it's in this configuration. But let's say we have the water flowing that way for our exit, right? It'll be on this level where the water is flowing. Now that's going to be a source block, so it's flowing all the way around. I know Il Mango has built a farm for pickles, with these sort of things in mind. He's got water streams going everywhere. If I want to build something, I need to build something that will fit into the industrial area with the space and hopefully increase the production a little bit as well. Because we've got an area which what was it? I think we had 3 seeds. So there's all of this, and I should have really built it that way. But here's our consideration for water direction, because with the seeds up here, it's all going to flow in the sides here, but where is it going to flow from there? Does it flow down? Will it get stuck? So, with all that in mind, let's actually get this out of the way. Because really, we have to figure out what we're doing at the start here. We'll just get the piston back in. So here's our basic. And let's actually do it on the 3. And 1. Because here we can play with water mechanics safely. Okay, we know that those are source blocks, so the exit should be higher. We can also do, no, we can't do minecart collection underneath, because with the water mechanics, everything raises up. Now, the way I was thinking before is that this is actually the back wall. So we limit the growing spots for the pickles. Because that way we could put a dispenser on the side. But are we going to do that? We have to figure out where the water is going to go. That's the most important thing, I think, that was screwing me up on stream. So for right now, we're going to do this. Back to the water. There we go. There. Okay, all of this is source. Almost got it. There we go. That's going to be, and that's going to be. And then there's a shifty floor. Also, okay, so let's build up something, and I'm going to enclose the bottom here. Just so water doesn't flow everywhere when I switch it out. With any redstone. I mean the actual coral, because we have to get the sea pickles in here and see how they pop off, right? So we will build from here, I guess. I really shouldn't put that glass in yet. Oops. We'll push the glass as well, that way we can readjust the redstone afterwards. And yeah, we'll activate from this side. And over here, there's no gap there, so we're going to want a gap. You always miss things. All right? Okay. And we'll do them independently just so... pick a better visible button. That should do. right, so we can hit that. No change in... You know what? I actually want to do this because it's quick. On both ends. That was silly. Alright. There we go. Maybe I should have put... Okay, we're going to put... We're going to have to put coral there if we're going to do it this way. Which means... Which means we got to put water on the bottom. Yep. Make sure over here. I should really have done a thing of stairs here, I think. Waterlogged stairs or slabs. For now. It's not there, it's going to be there. Basically, everywhere the diorite is, we have to have an open space. Right. There, and then we'll go there. This is just a quick and dirty design. But on the actual, what we'll do is we'll put a waterlogged block, like a stair or something. Because we can't kill the coral. That would be bad. That should be a nice enclosed box. Good. Save the reef, exactly. Exactly. All right. Now, let's just get rid of those. And everything else. Should have just grabbed a sponge, shouldn't I? Now this may not be the method that we go with. Okay, I'm gonna get the water going. All right, that will be that. We can now safely put the coral down. Right, empty spaces there. Definitely colorful. Squeeze. Now, fill this up. We can put our block here. 2, boom. Oh, all caps. I don't need to scream for pickles. Thank you very much. Not you. So we seed them with 4. First bone meal will go to create 4 anyway. However, yeah. Now to the dispenser. Whoop, that was silly. I'm going to put them in every location. We don't need to at the moment. Because 1 would do. I just realized I had my headset mic on. That was causing some issues. And a little bit of that. Let's fill these suckers up. Now, if you don't know, you can hold down the pick block and drag in creative, and it will insert stacks. Also, if I pick block on any thing, it gives me a stack immediately, which is good. So now, button. Give me that button. Give me that button. Bonk. Actually, we should really do that all in a line, shouldn't we? So for here, you know what? Let's just do the same thing. Just for, hey now. Don't dream it. So I should really not try to sing at this moment. I will hurt your ears. Hurt your ears. All right, so now flick that, boom. We've got pickles. Not a lot, because they don't always spawn, but boom. Now, okay, you saw how they go down and up. But they're always going to be above that block space. So we can't use hopper minecarts to grab them from underneath. We've got to have some sort of thing up here. And by the looks of things, El Mango's... See, this is why El Mango would have done that. Okay, let's now... Let's actually... Let's see what happens when we... Actually, I didn't need to do that, did I? 1, 2, 1, 2, there. Let's see with this in the water stream. Actually, I can do this because there's water underneath, right? All right, now let's put the source blocks in. And this is where my thinking was last stream, or last time we worked on this, where I thought I knew how it was going to go. Let's just pick all those up. Did I pick up the pickle? I must have got the pickle. I have pickle. All right. Good there, good there. And shift. I'm sorry, what? didn't that pop them off with the shift? Okay, now we see with only having source blocks there, see how they're behaving. But we fill that in the back, so everything's got a little push forward. Everything's lining up against the wall. Okay. So let's get some. Seriously? What? Why only one go? What? That's interesting. Let's just put a 2 on there. Okay. That was odd. Did you pick a pickle? Wait, it's Sunday. Hello, Will. Yes, it is. Decided to fill to try to. In essence, I had an open window. Pickle isn't streaming today, so I kind of had the idea, but then this morning, yeah, I see a pickle fly out. I am not fully ready for the day yet. Okay, let's put that. Actually, that's it. No. Let's go that way. So what I decided to do is come in and see if we can figure out this dang pickle farm. We've got a good working concept for this. However, the water flows this way into Redstone. I am not fully awake. Actually, you know what? Let's take this first opportunity for me to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. I totally agree, Will. Totally agree. Like I said, I'd be right back. Coffee. I am definitely. My brain is definitely not focused today. I don't know how long I'm going to stream, by the way. If my brain decides to settle in and figure things out, we may hop on to Nor and do a little market or little work, maybe at least with the railroad or the railroad pathway, roadway. Right. You're getting a little more unfiltered me. Not that you're really getting. Anyway. Okay. So now we have to get these guys back. Now with the water down here, we don't need, we can have an air gap here for the pushy. And that's where I was thinking previously about where to send everything. I was getting coffee. I got coffee. I hadn't turned it up, the warmer off yet. Yay. Nice, nicely fancy. Oh, nice, Will. Nice. Yeah, you gotta have some good fans. Reminds me, I've got to do a dusting. Anyway. So this is going to work for growing and the way the pickles go, they're all going to come up top. So basically like the kelp. Float up, push, go over. All right. Let's totally rebuild. I do not want a wet sponge. Yeah. Coral, go dead. See? Very quickly. Any more water down here? We do not. Everything comes in. Everything must go. I wish I could get my head around all that stuff again, Will. I really do, but I can't follow hardware anymore. It's been way too long for me being in the biz to know what's out there anymore. Does it work? Does it do my needs? Of course you have to because you're in the biz still. Tell me what's good, don't lie to me. All right, we still want the piston set up, but we got to set this up for realty. Let's take one side off. Cool stuff. Oh, me too, man. We're going to do water logging. We're going to set this up as if we were actually going to build in the world this time. Okay. So there's our starting platform. Do we do air gap? Let's let's push it that way, I guess. We got the room. So this will be our wall. Right? You can match 99 it done half the price now by going AMD. Nice. Nice. That's what, the Ryzen? Their new Zen 2 processors. Ah. Oh. They won't be afraid because the war's been, the quote-unquote battle's been raging for a while. Okay, we're going to need 2 high here. We're also going to need... Wait, let's put our temporary block for coral here. Then there's going to be airspace. Oh, wait. I'm doing this wrong. I am doing this wrong. Because we cannot push and open a gate because there's going to be water. We need something here. Also, are we going to push, pulse, or are we going to push, pulse, or pulse, push? Bluezoy, good day. Welcome aboard. We're doing a little creative work. We're building a pickle farm. A sea pickle farm. All the pickles. Need the pickles. And I'm designing one from scratch. My old farm does not work anymore with the new mechanics. So we are redesigning one. And I'm not going to use El Mangoes because I want to do it myself. So the pushy floor needs a block at the back wall strictly because of water. So the next wall area is going to be there, and the air gap is going to be here. And give me a piston. Bonk. And you know what? I forgot that redstone can go on glass now, which is very nice, very nice. Okay, let's set up the observer thing here. Wrong way, Charlie. There. Give me a lever. Oh wait, we can't use this because it doesn't power the block. Put redstone on it, but it doesn't power it. Yes, I have first gen Ryzen. Yes. Okay, so thank you. And there's a problem again. So we are going to have to put coral underneath. No matter which way we do the pushers, we will have to have coral underneath just to make sure that it has a growing platform for the pickle. And we can close that off now, because that's where that's going. And we need the 2 high wall here. We can leave it off here for the moment. Okay, again, this gives us a gap where we might be able to drop the pickles into if we do pulse, or pulse with the dispensers and then shift. It would give us that opportunity to drop things down. Which means that this layer here would be getting fence gates, not signs. Because this will, A, hold the water back and allow things to pass through, which then puts them on top of the pistons. Unless, no, we do this. So we will put a restraining wall here so the pickles don't fly out to there. So this is now limiting our design to dispense, push. If we take advantage of that gap. Otherwise, we're going to have to figure some way of pushing things onto the pistons, because we can always power them from below, right? And picking up the items. I could put a hopper chain in instead of the fence gates. I could always put a hopper chain along the top here. That wouldn't be terrible, I guess. I mean, it's the industrial zone. It's going to be, I've got hoppers. It's laggy. It's not going to add that much more, I don't think. But I won't be able to put droppers on top to lower the lag. That, of course, would be a safer method of building this, to be honest. It would be. All right, let's get stairs in. Let's get some stairs in. We'll just use the cobble for now. Yeah. Wait a minute. That means I'm going to have to... Oh. You know what? Let's switch this over to the hopper design. I'm thinking we're actually going to have a much better time of it. Let's see here. So that's our wall underneath, and then water will flow. Because I don't want to put hoppers on this level, because that would probably cause a problem. Now this line of redstone will not lock the hoppers too if I put them right on top here. I think that's probably a good idea. And we'll do that. For a second. Okay. And then we can just cover up here. Now the redstone for the pistons is going to be different, but here's our first little test. There and there, or first little design. Okay, now we have to get the stairs in. Cobble, please, and thank you. And these will be going... Now, hang on. With the hoppers here, we now have an opportunity to do dispense, push, dispense, push. Right? Because we don't have to worry about this gap. So we go there. Yeah, so that means we're going to definitely have to have all the way here. And me up here. And that's one off. Nope. Can't go any higher. There we go. Build this along here. Put slabs in the middle. And this will keep all of the coral alive. Keep that cobble. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to go. And then the beautiful water bucket, the dangerous water bucket. Did that one, did that one. Okay, those should all be, oh, come on, guys. Not going to do it. I think the slabs will. No, they won't. I'm going to have to bucket the whole thing when I build this in the regular world. All right, now, doesn't matter which side. No, it doesn't matter which side. So, hey. Staying alive, staying alive. Okay. Shifty, do we see death? I am not seeing death. All right, we're good there. Now, our beautiful water bucket. Actually, we can get that out of there now. That is a static pool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, pump. And then the back wall. And we've already run into a problem here. We need to put waterlogged slabs along this line so that happens. All right. Then we can get rid of that. Okay. Now we need our dispensers up. Is that right? That's right. I don't know why that's not refilling. Because water is weird. Back to our dispenser. Get me in there. Plunk. Plunk. Oatmeal. Oh, I've got a lot. Oh, I've got a lot. Let's get our seed pickles in. And our, oh, we want it over here. And we need at least a 2-tick pulse. And then our observer and lever. There, we got some made already. So we'll flip those. Did they all come in? They look like they're coming in. Nice. Hit that again. Flick. We'll of course have a wall built up there so that doesn't happen. Okay, that's all working. There's a functional sea pickle farm. And we can do pulse, shift, and it won't matter. Or we can do the pulse, shift, to make it a little faster. And you see, that's why we have this block here to overflow over into. But that's it. And that just those few, we got a stack, basically, of sea pickles. Now here's our problem. How do we fill the dispensers? And power them. Right? I'm still thinking minecart. Because minecart can also can activate all 3 of these, I think, and deliver bone meal. That's the beauty of a minecart. Detector rail and the hopper minecart. However, that's a little more infrastructure. Our exit strategy, since we're using hoppers, makes things a lot easier on the back end to throw these into the storage, right? Because all I need to do is to add a dropper to the end of the line, which ejects right out to my sewer system on the world. Now, also, how I've got Let's actually go from this end. Let's just close this in a little bit here. Just know where I can work with. The wall. The wall here. The front side. Got glass, I think. I've built it up like this, where the floor that we're standing on is here, right? I could lower the farm down one. It would be kind of be a little different. Actually, there's a thing out front there, isn't there? A stair. Which means that's how it looks like. I still kind of like this level, having everything just above you. But let's see where we can go with this as a design element. And yes, I'm using ugly diorite. Sorry, not sorry. We need an input chest. Of course, we're not going to automatically feed it from the storage. That'd be cool, but that's a lot of problem to integrate that. And that's what the storehouse is for, to go grab it. So we use a rail, we need an input chest. So let's start this process, shall we? Back to this. Now we don't need... Okay. You want, let's... there's a problem with just hoppering stuff over, right? If I were to do up like something like this as an... Oh, dang it. As an input system, if I do this, for example... Oh, that's wrong. That would be... would have to be something like this. And the the bone meal would fill this dispenser first, then this dispenser, then that dispenser, instead of evenly distributing any bone meal. And the chest would be way up there. And surprisingly, we can get it. But I want to evenly distribute the bone meal. So I really don't want to be doing this. Back to rail. Now, granted, also, not granite, diorite. We can activate these guys this way instead, which opens up more possibilities. Right? Pickles. Pulse. Arrival. Eventually. There we are. So that works that way. But we could do... But I think what would be best is actually... Whoops. Is actually a rail line. Let's pick the glass up. And we can actually have powered rail all on top of this without an issue. And any questions or suggestions, feel free. Now, with the chest down here, we got to get it up there. Also, we could do a back and forth where the minecart comes up, distributes, activates the shifty floor with a detector here. Well, no, actually, we don't want to do that because here's the thing too. You don't want the minecart hitting your detector rail faster than the bone meal will go into the dispenser. And that happens. Timings are, so maybe instead of this, we do actually want regular rail to slow the cart. Don't have to worry about crossing redstone. And if it's slow enough, we can put the detector right there. However, the minecart has to go back and get more bone meal. So do we do a detection dispense, go back this way, and then we'll need another detector there. So I don't know about that. However, we could do a bounce just for filling it in, but then there's going to be extra bone meal left in the dispensers. We could save ourselves a lot of, or I could save myself a lot of trouble and just do one cell. That way there's only one dispenser to have to worry about, right? Do I want to do that? Because this is a harder farm to get everything synced up, right? I don't like building nano farms. I like the bigger. The idea of the industrial is supposed to be bigger. So this would kind of go against it. If I scale it down to only one cell. Yeah, I'm thinking that this will have to drop down and then activate the piston. We're also going to need a monostable pulse because detector rails, because we need these to fire. All right, push, then push. And syncing up on a detector rail is not good because it's a long pulse. So we want a quick pulse. So we're going to have to set up a monostable circuit to run all three things. And then how do we get the minecart back? Because technically the wall is right here. So what space do we have for that? None at the moment, unless we move the redstone. Then we have to get the cart underneath this. A lot of design elements are challenging in doing anything redstone, but especially something like this. Rail up here also makes the farm kind of ugly because you gotta kind of try to hide it. But yeah, I think if we go with this, and this will all be powered rail again. Let's say we get rid of this. That can be powered from underneath. Possibly from here. No, it wouldn't be. I'd be defeating. So I'm going to have to use torches. And pulse the torches, or shift state the torches, actually. You know what? That's not a terrible idea. On both ends. And here's why. I'm doing this wrong. I should... well, no. See, I could put... let's... let's do it this way. This might help in the design. Then... I'm going to have to put repeaters in there, aren't I? Oh, either way, really, I think. Which means I'm going to have to go to the vertical torches again. And the farm just got bigger. Those are irrelevant. Okay. Don't need a comparator right now. All right. And then... and this is all, remember, to fit and allow a minecart to drop down here. Now, here... can we fit the... whoop. Do you want the blocks there? Now we're going to need repeater and then redstone. We've run into a problem. Because, seriously, dude? Because we can't have the redstone on both ends. So we're going to have to pull this redstone this way. Oh, dang it. Yeah. It's not wrong. And what we can do is just use a dual hopper, or a hopper latch, to say which ones of these are on and which ones are off, right? So how we do that, that's what, 1, 2, 3, well, did I just switch one? I did. We'll just do this anyway. Gonna need more room. Hang on. All right, we need to bring the signals in there. And move it this way one. Now we need that comparator. Boop. Okay. The other one goes here, like so. So then we have to lock this. And we can lock it quite. Oh. Need a torch there. Now we need a 2-tick pulse going in here. Oh, and actually we can just observer. Please and thank you. There. And get our lever. And every time we just need one item in here. Okay, that turned off those torches. Now we can put these torches in. And when we flick that, see, we have a timing problem. Do you see that? That won't push because they're pushing both at the same time. So this is where we have problems. This is why we need a monostable. We're going to need a monostable on each of these. And we're going to need 2 latches if we do it this way. So this whole bit may have to be, or this whole bit may have to be trashed. So we're going to have to move, I think, the input chest. So we don't have to have all of this redstone down here. Because we can't use the torches. We're going to have to shift and back with the pistons. Just a quick pulse down, no matter what. Boom. We can use this, though, a hopper latch like this, to trigger these. Because we can have the change state on the comparator as to, is it there or is it not? I think. Of course, if we're using the rail, and this is where my head goes wibbly right now. Trying to figure this out because we need to cycle the pulses for the pistons. If we have one trigger for the pistons, we can do a redstone loop. And that would be, let's just get rid of all this. Because it's now redundant. Whee! All right. That can go as well. And we'll bring the pulse up here. Which means, of course, we have got to move the rail. Let's get this back. Okay, that never left. That can go, though. All right. Going to need something there and something there. Actually, what we can do... Let's bring this down one and bring it along here. Because from here, we can, depending on which side we do this from, a repeater will go one way. Oh. Duh. Let's put that on 3, that on 2. I should have realized this sooner, but we can do this too. And this should... That doesn't need to be on anything. There we go. Just make sure. Okay, we're going to do pulse, shift, shift. Just makes sense. Now, here's the problem. If I do the rail, then what this needs is a monostable going into it, right? Meaning just one pulse. However, if I use the observer on a detector rail, it's got a double pulse, a rising and a falling edge pulse. So that can't happen. There's an on-off, so it'll trigger twice. So we're going to need to do, I believe, the old-fashioned, which means even more piston noise. And there. So this creates that pulse, but these timings are slow. This is a slow, shifty floor. Whoops. I forgot. Yeah, we need it at least on a 3-tick pulse. Now we can have a fairly half-decently quick here, and that will be our detector rail when it goes by. Now the cool thing is we can play with the timings here and send the pulse this way after this gets done. So as you can see, that still works, and then they'll all just rise up when they can. All right, so that's kind of figured out. Now we need to get the filling figured out, and then tie in the dispensers here. So we're going to drop down. Let's get some powered rail here. Now we can put something redstone over here. Like that. That will not interfere with the hoppers or the dispensers. Or I may put a redstone block up here just to get it out of the way. Now this can be moved one side to the other it can be angled from the piston here for the input, so that's not a problem there. The problem we're going to have is running the line, basically. So if, okay, that will have to go a minimum, whoops, to there, and then that can fall down. Then we have to get it under here. So we bring, and we should really hold the cart for a second to make sure it's got stuff. So what we could do, okay, we want to park it right here, basically, but on an angle as well. Or, is there any way we can... Is there any way we can drop this? What I'm trying to think of, is there any way we can drop this down and have it curve over to there? No, I need to drop it down one. Now I'm thinking about fast loading here from the chest, right? You know what? No, because we have to stop the cart underneath, have it fill up with stuff, detect if it's got stuff, right? Because we need... Okay, we can get pickles out of our way. We need this. At the very least. And then a piston needs to go basically right there. Right there. Yeah, and I don't think there's a way we can get this underneath here. Not in that space. Oh, the fun of design, eh? So rail may actually not be the best thing. Or we abandon quick load. Because we could do this without the quick load. But we're going to need an angle. And we still need to know if we're still going to need to release. That's the thing. Catch and release. However, whoops. I actually want to take the rail there, because that's where he's dropping down. And in this case, in this configuration, what we would do is that. And that will load, that will put things into the cart. And that way we can also use a chest cart if we wanted to. Yeah, let's just put one there. Whoops. Let's get this guy back in here. Now we have to be careful we don't lock that hopper. That should do. I used a sticky, didn't I? That's going to cause a problem. Indeed. All right, now if we put a cart there, it's stuck. And if we do this, that sucker should be, it is not. Why not? Okay. Let's try this then. Yeah, of course I do that. Nope. I have to raise the thing up one, that's okay. Now is that getting? Now it's getting. Okay. I know he's lowered the cart down by one. Actually, let's do that. Let's do that. So put that back there. Okay. And boom. Oops. Need to make sure that bottom one is in before that. Okay, it comes down here. And now... okay, that's still filling. There. Okay, now that's filling up. So the cart will come here, hit its noggin, drop down there, get locked into place. Now, we need to get this sucker up here. Plus, we need to avoid the wiring for the dispensers. Also, this is going to make it a very, very slow farm. Because the rail's got to go up and around, up and around, up and around before it does each shifty floor. That's a slow farm. So, we're back to the idea of miniaturizing it. And then putting a clock on it. It would be simpler just to make one, have it at one dispenser, then we don't have to worry about the loading. We can take a signal off the dispenser. Now, if I only had the cart... Oh, wait a minute. Here's a thought. I could always do a loop. This is a thought. Could do a loop like this, where I I think I'd have to worry about that there. Where what we would do is fill up a mine cart, a chest cart, have it literally running in a loop. Drops off the bone meal, then activates each dispenser individually. And right here, now this is an idea. This would speed up the farm immensely. It would give a little bit of lag. Oh, no, not there. We would have to do it like here. And oh, no. We would want to do it here, actually. Because it's still going to activate that. But we can measure to see how much is in the minecart when it rolls over this dispenser. And if it's empty, which means an inverted signal, switch this track so it goes off in this direction, refills. So it would empty itself out and just continuously do the farm, because we'd put an activator rail, or a coming around this end, right? We could do right there a detector rail that would trigger the shifty floor. Before it hits the dispensers. And take the signal off there to activate down here. That's not terrible. It's just managing the minecart. Plus I have to switch back whatever trigger mechanism I've got going here. Actually, this all could go regular rail. Let's be honest. Even here. And then have powered. That's not a powered rail. Powered rail's there. So technically, I could actually pull the signal off that detector as well for the track switch. That detector being on there is going to be an issue, I think. Because that's the piece of track we're going to have to switch. And that's going to be difficult from this end. It would have to be... Oh, yeah, that's... So I can't do it from underneath. We would have to switch that torch, which means there's going to be a lip around the front. Just so we place some redstone. Some redstone. Because it will have to be done that way. Power through the block to invert the torch. So if I take that off, that's not switching. Is it because of that? It's not switching from there. Okay, so that idea is kaput now. We would have to power it from the side or underneath. And we can't power it from underneath because we got water. Okay, yeah, that idea's out. I could switch the put the detectors over there, I suppose, and put the switch track here. But then I'd have to have another line coming this way just to drop it down to there, right? Decisions. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to manage this. Now, here's another idea. We don't have to have that there. We can still fill, we only need one, really. What we can do is this. Lay down redstone here. Whoop. And have the detector right there. And that would hit all of them as it came around after it filled them. You can also have that detection there to switch a track, which we might be able to get. Problematic. But there. That's going to power that piston. What happens if we do that, though? And it still powers the piston. Dang it, Bobby. Bud powering. It can be a problem. So what I would have to... we could have... still have that lip out here. However, what we could do is move things this way, which would give us potential here of being... Wait a minute, I just moved that into the same spot, didn't I? I did. That was silly. Yeah, because that would be... Yeah, nope, that won't work. This is not the most entertaining stream. I agree with everybody. I may not even put this up on the video, up on my YouTube. And this is where I'm running into problems. I want to design my own, but it may be easier not to, in essence. And I don't like the defeat. Defeat smells because they've been in shoes all day. So, do I abandon the rail idea or not? And if I do, how am I going to do this while maintaining the 3 cells? There's another possibility with the rail. Let's explore that. Because it's probably going to cause a lot of problem. With a lot of bone meal about to explode because boom, boom, boom. And back to a dispenser. Because here's the fun bit. We could put the dispensers in behind. That way. We'll just put that up there for a moment. We can't run the rail, or we could run the rail around here. Technically, we could do this. No, not you. You good there, you good there. Thank you. All right. Rail placing can be interesting. Could do something like this. So we drop off the bone meal and it goes around this way. And activates each dispenser on its own. Again, how do we detect? We would have to detect there. And the reason being is if the cart goes this way, no, that can't be detected there. Because once it goes over here, it's not going to it's going to lock that hopper, basically. Takes time to get things right, yeah, or it takes time to realize you just need to abandon the idea and do something else. Because that's always not, failure is an option. Failure is not a bad thing. It's how we learn. It's our default. But sometimes the failure is just, it's an entirely wrong concept and you got to give it up. Beating a dead horse, basically, right? Well, I have, and that's the thing. I'm kind of stuck into this sort of design because I want the 3 cells. And that's the only reason why this is complicated. It's just implementing it, because with having multiple dispensers, you want the bone meal evenly distributed, right? You want that. You need it, basically. Otherwise, the other 2 cells are redundant. I could always go with a hopper or I could do a cycling hopper lock so that once one goes in, it locks this hopper, or when one passes the hopper, it locks this until that one's unlocked. Right? Just lock, drop, unlock these 2. But then you have hopper lag, and that can cause problems. Everything has its issues with it. I like this. We would have to extend the track one more, though. Whoop. Because we need some sort of detection or reading off the minecart to find out. I suppose that there to find out if it's got anything or not. If it does, don't switch the track. Also, if we extend it out too, we might actually be able to do it right here. can we do this? No, you see, that would have to be right there. So let's do that. Well, that's interesting. That, of course, means something there. So let's just grab a lever for the moment. Yeah. Okay, we turn that off. We've got track there. We turn that on. We got a real wibbly track. However, that's okay because it will just go straight this way regardless. But then it's got to come back, drop down, come back to here, and then come back up. But I do like this loop. And filling it up, that actually makes that viable if I do that. That actually does. Huh. Weird music on Minecraft soundtrack. You know what? Let's... Sorry for the abrupt stop. Let's go to something else, shall we? Let's start with... There's another one I like. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. Maybe I just need new music. All right. Because, yeah, we can start... No, it'd have to be there and then start that way, wouldn't it? Because we're going to have to winkle some redstone. Also, the length of this, I've got a little bit on the back end for... I think we're still within the boundaries of what's in world. So that would go there, and then we'd be doing that. Because this could just do a back... Oh, but that's... If that and that's going that way, that will come back that way, won't it? Okay. Aw. And we'll put powered rails in there as well. But where are we going to put this switch? How are we going to do the switch here? I've got to watch my sideways here. So really I need to... I need to do some sort of latch or a temporary latch. Maybe I just need to... Because if it comes back up, it'll be fine going this way. That's the thing. It's going to go this way first. Then it'll travel this way. Detect. If it's empty, it's just going to do another loop regardless. But then I have to hold the state. I have to remember if there's nothing in it instead of it coming this way, detecting, and then I just do a short pause to do that. Yeah. Which way is the cart going? That's going to determine the circuit here. Because when it comes back, it's going to be going either that way or that way. Goes around empty. Okay, this is the regular state when it's got stuff. When it goes empty, it'll switch, allowing it to go that way. And even if it does another loop, and when it comes back, it could detect and just change it back. Will the timing allow that? Okay, that's what we got to find out right now. So we need a... If we're going to remember a memory state, that means something's got to... Okay, we can power it like that. And this is very close to this redstone, so we have to be careful. Because basically we're going to be... No, that's not good. Because that's going to... Though we could do this, and that might help. So want that in there. Okay, that works. And now we need a couple hoppers. Back to the hoppers. Don't need that back one. That is our state change. Now, hello. That connects down there. That's the... It connects, but it's not powering. And we can also cut the signal there. Okay, that will work. So if what's that like right now? We put one in there, we're good. Now the only thing is this is going to be too long. It's going to bounce a couple times. That's a problem. Hello, Jin Fathan. How are you today? Welcome aboard. We're doing a little creative redstone building, working on a pickle farm. And right now it's not smooth sailing at the moment. Our loading system we're trying to work on, as well as activation for the bone meal. But we need to fill a cart and detect when it's empty. And that's what we're doing now. And this is going to need a short pulse. Only a short pulse, and there's a problem here. So this latch... Actually, I should be able to build... Wait a minute. Let's see if we can build a standard latch here. Vertical latch is 2... And that way, is it? That's the one that gets powered. That, whoops, that needs one there, and that needs there. We need to cut the signal. Boom. That should be a working latch. So here... Okay, so our torch there is not going to work. Well, it is a little harder than what I had hoped, that's for sure. Actually, let's pull this whole thing down one. Let's take that out too so it doesn't interfere with the redstone there. We're going to need... Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, so we need to have it away from here. Try either that or let's invert this. Let's just do that. Let's invert the signal here. Because we can run... I need a repeater. And actually, we can do the dust. We can do the dust there. And that torch will power the dust, which will do that. Now we need this guy here. And again, cut the signal. There. So that's a basic vertical latch, by the way. You add power to... We're actually going to have to switch out that. Hello, Tanya. I do have a YouTube channel. Thank you, Jesney. Okay, we're powering the wrong thing here. We have to power this to reset. Or that torch. Then we have to power the top. This latch isn't going to work. Not in this configuration. Can we move the signal here? Because we need basically a monostable to switch the latch if we're going to use the hoppers. Jesney's quick. Mark my words, he's quick. He beats me half the time in cheering. We also have some space restrictions because we can't really go too much wider or longer here. So this is about the size that we have to deal with. Hey, you beat me half the time in Pickle's stream, so... Okay. If need be, I can expand the track out one more, probably without an issue. I think. Because we had, what, at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably 7 that we can work with. Well, this is true. This is true. Okay. Yeah. I want to go back to the... Wait a minute. Could we... What would we do if I switched that? We switched that one. A temporary switch, that may work, actually. Because then we can go here and switch that one. Let's actually bring the signal down. Oh wait, we gotta invert the signal. Right. We gotta invert it from normal, so if... No, we are working with a torch here, aren't we? Yeah. Torch there. And bring it down. Okay, that just got funky. That got real funky. No, that's gotta be... Wait, what? Okay, that's what I want to do. What's going on here? Okay, that's weird. We're working on the pickle farm. The input here. That's interesting how that switched that. That's very interesting. However, I might have a bit of a working idea here. No. We're going to have to wingle some of the other stuff here. Hang on. Now, maybe because I'm using that torch there. See, that won't... Okay. Yeah, we got to do... See, I can't put it there because... Ooh, funkiness. Maybe what we should do is just run it straight in. Which means that we're not going to invert the signal. No, we do have to invert the signal. What am I talking about? If it's got stuff, then it stays that way. Now that's interesting. If it's got stuff, I want it to go that way. But if it doesn't have stuff, so basically this track is going to be switching like crazy. All right, let's just give this a little test. Oh, we need to get some powered rails going. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just use a redstone block for the moment. Plonk. That shouldn't interfere with anything, and that should bring the card around. All right. Just put one in there. Is there any in these already? No, there isn't. Okay. So this should empty out. Okay, so far so good. And it is dropping in and working. Is that actually getting? That one's not getting any. Why? Oh, none of them are. Oh, no. Why is that not picking up any bone meal? Whoops, wrong way, Charlie. That's getting... Oh, I know why. That detector rail is locking the hopper. Right. So we're back to this issue. Yeah. And we can't put the redstone underneath. And here are the problems we get into. So we're only filling 2 dispensers. Or putting stuff into 2 dispensers because this doesn't depower before it tries to put stuff in the hopper. And it's locking the hopper. That's a problem. think we've got one thing solved, we run into another one. Now again, we could put the lip out. Wait a minute. What if we just modify the rail here a little bit? Will that do it for us? Let's see. Nope. Nope. So that really does need like one rail extension. So we could technically put a lip on here. And then that. All right, now let's see if that solves the issue. Nope. That sucks. Just making sure, yeah, that's getting. That's getting. But this one isn't. Okay. Workaround, possibly. Oh, that was dangerous. That might do it. Takes a little longer. That's not going to work as well. Get me down here. It is getting. It's actually getting two. Here's a question. Is it getting enough where it ran out? It worked. Nice. Trouble is, there's extra bone meal. That's empty. That's not. This should be empty. Okay. So let's try this. And let's get this, let's empty this guy out. And let's do the shifty floor. Just to clear out the pickles. All right, that's got a few in it. I guess I have to go this side. It is getting only one. Is there, but it's got one in the hop. Oh, actually. Yeah, it's actually getting two. The first time around. Oh, maybe it's not. Wow. Okay. Huh. Okay, my other tests kind of I didn't want to put the hoppers here because of one. That's really going to screw things up, isn't it? Bonk. Okay. Now that should be fine, right? Yes. Okay. Because, let's get those out. because it was going too fast to fill those guys. So we could do our powered rail back here. Get a block. Boom. Okay, let's try this now. Make sure these guys are all out. Okay. We may be onto something here. Nothing. Okay, they all spit out. Okay, there's a first run, and then, yeah, it does lock the hoppers. Yeah, there's always going to be one extra in these guys if I do it this way. That I'm not too concerned about, to be honest. Whoop. A little too soon. Okay. I think we've got a viable design here. And now it's empty. And let's check. The dispensers are probably going to have one in. Oh, that did not. It probably ran out on that one. Okay, that's acceptable to me. Now we have to tie in. Now we have to tie in the shifty floor. And we can do it. Ooh. Huh. We could take a signal there. Drop it down, but we have to make sure it's a single pulse first. And then we have to do up the detection clock here, because we're slow filling, but we don't have to slow fill anymore, do we? If we make that a hopper cart, oh boy, explosions. We make this a hopper mine cart. Put this back over here. What a mess. Another one goes there. We don't want that anymore. That's a trap chest. We then put our chest here. This all has to come back one. Boom. That goes there. This all eliminates. Redstone there. That goes there. And we need our stack going to work. I have a feeling I've screwed this up a bit. I don't think that's at the right height. And now this guy. Will he sit there comfortably? He will. Okay. Good. Now the next question, will he settle comfortably? bring it. Think we can get away with that, but can we get away with this? I think we're going to have a problem with that block right there. It's not going to go past, so we got to shift this a bit. That will work, and that should get by fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're fine doing that, and that gets the whole rail. Okay, let's fill. Oh, he's already down there. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay, now the question is, how long are we going to let him sit there? Bonus stream! Yes, Nana! You missed the most boringest stream so far, I tell you. Chesney will say otherwise, but... Live redstone. Oh. All right. So we've got one more element that's working. And just to show, wait a minute, that is not getting into the chest or into the minecart. Why? Why are you not? Am I one too low? Maybe I'm one too low. There we go. Okay. No, not you. Okay, so we can lower the whole thing down a little bit. That's fine. That is fine. So it is now got some stuff. Let's send it on its way. It will now put bone meal in, loop around until it's empty. We, of course, have to get that mechanism put in so that when it's, after it's hit all the dispensers, but that in essence is the farm. Just got a little bit more to do here. Looks like all of the dispensers are going off. Sea pickles don't always grow. Okay, let's just check the stats here of our... Still only one, still only one, still only one. Nice, okay. How much is left in there? None. It goes back to fill up. Okay. All right, we got a viable farm here. Here's our output. That's simple. That's easy. We don't have to worry about it. Our hoppers are filled over here. That's why those aren't being picked up. We'll just do that. All right. The output's easy. Don't have to worry about this. This we have to... This we have to figure out. We can do a cycle. So hitting this block here, that detector, we need to turn that into a shorter pulse. There's two things we can do here. can try to bring the latch back in so that it shifts once, does a pulse, shift back. So we need a change state. So it's a latch. Two droppers. Two droppers. That may actually, because what we could do is power one side and then power the other, or with an inverted signal, right? So let's actually get rid of this. For the moment. Let's put that there. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we'll put a repeater with a little bit of delay. Actually, we'll go full delay. And that's going to cause a problem again. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is there a way we can actually use an observer here? There might be. Might be. Because even with the quick change state. Okay, this may actually work. Yeah, we'll put that on full. Cross fingers. Whoop. Don't need that much delay. Don't even need that much delay. Okay. Because it will shift the floor twice before the minecart gets to it. Oh, we need 2 ticks. Hopefully no more than 2 ticks. I'm just simulating that. Does push over. Okay, let's try this. Does that have any? No. Give it a full. Let's see what happens. It's doing its double pulse before it dispenses more. It's a redundant shifting of the floor, really. Do I mind it, though? I don't think so, because the whole thing's working. The track is shifting. The bone meal is dispensing. Pickles are being grown. Pickles are being released. Pickles are being gathered. I think we've got a success here. And last time, and away it goes back down. I think that's a working design. Nice. And it's still within our footprint. I'm quite sure of that. I do have to check the back end, though. Always check your back end. I could probably move this back one. And we have to lower the bottom track by one. If we have to. But yeah, that looks to be working, and that's with a lip out front. I forgot I put that lip there. And it's redundant now. Do we care about the lip? There's the next question. Because this is going to be stairs, right? This is the end stone. We can see it functioning. And we'll see a little more with a stair there. And the on-off is bone meal. Because there's nothing coming out of here, the timer to release the piston, the minecart, won't be running. So you drop bone meal in and leave, basically. But there we go. There's a working pickle farm with more than one cell. And a heck of a lot of pickles we've been getting. Get rid of all the junk. Oh my lord. Adds a bit of bone meal. Let's clear this out. Oh, that's a lot of pickle. Rick never had it so good. That looks to be all the bone meal out of the system. Woot. Now, one thing I was concerned about, but I guess I really don't have to, is that where the hoppers are, stuff could get caught in there, and still there is a potential a sea pickle might be able to, when it pops up, it goes into the hopper. But that's going to be a rare occurrence. And I don't think we have to worry about putting a trapdoor on it to prevent that, because we couldn't put a trapdoor underneath. I think we're good. I think we're good on that. But yeah, those are going to flow in for a bit. All right, so now what we need is the clock design here, and let's drop this down one now. Yes. And all of this gotta go down. So we need that there. Wrong. There it is. That goes there. Whoops. Okay. This whole thing is actually wrong. It's like that, and then powered. Then that can go. All right. That's how it goes. Our piston again, please, and thank you. That translates to there, and one cart there, and just double check. Yes, okay. That's fine that way. Do I move this in one? No. No, we'll leave that as it is. Certain, good day. I good redstone? Well, I think you're meaning me, I hope. Thank you. Or if you do good redstone too, that's good. Redstone is not the easiest thing. Also, I think... Actually, get rid of that guy for now. Whoa. Let's actually move the piston inwards. The reason being is we should be able to get... yeah. We should put the circuit under here. I'm working on a sea pickle farm. And we're just doing up the last bit here, actually. The clock to release. Oh, Java. Definitely Java. Now, this should not interfere with this. And for that matter, I could always do... This might actually help. Use it. Whoa. Offside. That was interesting. Let's do that. Put him back, please. There we go. Yeah, clip the corner of it when it moved. So, there. That should avoid any problems with the dispenser, or the comparator. So now we have to build a bit of a clock. You know what? A repeater clock should do it. Certain. Thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy the refreshments. I need repeater. Good old repeater clock, I think. Now, how long a repeater clock do we want? You know what? Let's do one of these. That should be enough to get a stack of bone meal in before it releases. And let's see how much. Over a stack. Good, good. Goes up. And the way it goes until it runs out of bone meal. Let's just watch the whole thing. The whole cycle. Shouldn't take too long. Notice on the left the switchy track. And when that minecart runs out of bone meal, it should go down and get some more. Actually, we know it does, but we're watching the whole cycle. I should have cleared out the hoppers just to see how much we got from 2 stacks. This is not the lag-friendly machine that other things may be. And it emptied out. And came back up and continued its story. Guess what? We got a working sea pickle farm. I'm not necessarily happy with the double piston pushing, but without a bigger circuit for a monostable, which would mean a piston, But it doesn't mean a piston. I can do one with a repeater. But I think I'm okay with the double pulse. It doesn't interfere, and it puts the whole thing in one block, basically. And it's done. And all you got to do to turn it on is walk along here, open the chest, put some bone meal in, and then forget about it. Oh, I'm in a 1.14.3 at the moment. Oh, I don't do multiplayer at the moment. And yes, coffee. Never enough coffee. And it's working, so I deserve to have a good gulp. Okay, we still have this lip, though. We can eliminate the lip very easily, actually, because it doesn't matter where along the line I put this, as long as I'm not going to relock that dispenser. So let's take this out of here for a moment and move. Whoops, that was correct. Okay, move that there. Let's get rid of the lip. That way we've got this will actually be enclosed. And then we can put what? You know what? We can put it right at the hopper here. Yep. We need something there. Right, because the signal will go both sides. So that's fine. And we'll just steer the redstone block. There. Now, let's just test this one more time. We got a problem. Shoot. There we go. Ah! Get back up there. Long as the pulse on the shifty floor doesn't interfere with the dispensing timing, I think we're good. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Pizza. Pizza. I love pizza. I think I'll put pizza on later. Today is a stream pizza day, after all. Okay, cool. Now, this is actually going to have to be some sort of solid block, I think. Do we? Nah, we get, well, do we want to hide all the redstone back here? That's the question. Maybe we should have it open. Maybe we should. Thank you, Nana, for the host. And again, my Streamlabs is not being nice to me. All right. So now all we have to do is build the dang thing in world. But there we go. There's the farm I couldn't build on stream the other day. And we've changed the design. So that was required. But we're good. We're golden on it. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's just do a couple elements here. Just to make sure. And then this is what it's going to be like in world. I'm currently situated over at the ice farm, so we're not in a position yet to right, I wanted that. That will do a little bit of that. Because this guy was going here. And that's not going to work anymore, actually. Unless I do something like this. We're going to take a short break. I will be right back. Oh, yes. The troll command. I picked that up from that idea from the hot dish. And it was just too beautiful not to. I need some more sandstone. Maybe we're going to go with something like this. Actually, let's do the cut. That's got a different yellowing to it. Oh, maybe not. It's kind of throwing me off the end stone. I know we're going to run into a problem with the size over here. Actually, that is a good thing to take mention of, isn't it? Or take consideration of, I should say. Because then this should actually be this way. So that can be the cut if I want it. And have the stair that way. Oh, sneezes. Maybe we should have that in the middle. Hey, Sephora, how are you? Well, good to see ya. Let's keep there. We're doing a little creative work today as the bonus. You know what? That's not going to affect anything redstone-wise. Let's... Ooh. And then here, which then... Give me a sandstone. Cut sandstone, actually. Not sure if the cut will be the right one or not. No. Let's do the cooked sandstone. Or the smooth, I should say. That almost looks wrong. Oh, hiccup, sorry. It almost looks wrong. Let's grab the regular as well. Not disliking it. We should have a light over here too. Working farm hype, yes. We should have a lamp here. You know, we will put a lamp inside. Plus we have to do... that. Yeah, just doing up some design elements. That's not going to work. We need one more out. Aren't we? That's the thing. I've built this with an inner wall as well as an outer wall. So that goes there. Kind of upon this theme. Okay, I don't mind that. We should probably keep with this, though, shouldn't we? And that being that. And then we can... No, not do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I finally got the other wing during someone's stream. Yay! Nice. You've got the full angelic herring. I know it's not a herring. Goes with my theme, though. Okay, I don't mind that. Nope, I don't mind that at all. The only issue I've got here is that we can see all the way down there with glass. Maybe I should actually only make this a... No, we kind of do want to see, though. And we see the pistons and the ugliness. Of course, it's from down... It's from down here. Would that be ugly? Yeah, I don't want it. I would have to put the whole wall there, and I don't want to. I don't want it. Right. But yes, let's demonstrate this. Once again, put half a stack in there. Detects that there's stuff in the cart. The cart takes off. The cart comes up. Drops the bone meal in, as well as activates the dispensers. Then activates the shifty floor. And repeats until there's no more bone meal in the cart. And at that point, the cart will return and go down and get more bone meal. If there's any to be got, like it just did. And then it parks itself. And there's the farm. There's our sea pickle farm. Now, do we have the space? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. by 17. I kind of like that frontage. Like the design way of going, but I wonder what it would look like with spruce. That would look good too. That would look good too. However, industrial. So we're keeping to the sandstone and endstone theme. But that would look good. Spruce always looks good. We may not need that top bit, though. For the glass. Let's, just do... Yeah, let's just do this. See what that looks like. Ooh, that really takes away from it, doesn't it? Hides the rail nicely, though. But do we actually want to hide the rail? And whoops. And I'm not necessarily going to have this just the clear glass. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's that back. Definitely going to have this or the smooth variant of it. I don't know if that looks good or not. It breaks the cobble pattern underneath. I think maybe we'll go with the regular stuff, just because it's got that texture. Whoop. This course would be something like this. Yeah. Hello, Platypus. Platypus. My lips are not. My tongue is not working very well. It needs more coffee. Needs more medication too, but that's a different story. Okay. So the design elements at the moment, basically. I'm almost thinking also of not doing the smooth inside here. Okay. Is a prototype to wash away the redstone? Yeah, let's do that. And instead of the cobble stairs underneath, we'll do sandstone. But we'll do the regular sandstone inside. And that means... Oh... Real question is, do we hide... So don't have to put that there if we don't want to, right? Bring that in a little bit there. Do we want to hide the rail? That really screws things up. So, no to the hiding of the rail. Which kind of makes it ugly, but doesn't at the same time. It's nice to cover redstone, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine like that. Yeah. It is a pickle farm. Put bone meal in. This is a repeat for everybody else, but... Add bone meal. It turns on. Runs out of bone meal. It turns off. Yeah, it's not too bad, Jesney. I agree. Other pickle farms, like I'll say a Mango, because really his pickle farm's the only one that I could find. It uses only one cell. And I wanted to make a bigger farm, and that just throws everything off. The one cell design. But as you saw there, it ran out of bone meal and then sent the cart back down to get more. The only thing that this doesn't have is an output. mechanism, but that's just a dropper into a water stream, so that I'm not worrying about adding. But there it is. I'm not. Side note, because we were talking about languages on an earlier stream. You're learning Irish Gaelic. Cool. Good luck with that. Very much good luck with that. All right, we can hide. Here's a question. What sort of light are we going to do here? What we got there? We don't need light, technically, I don't think. It doesn't seem like there's any light issues with growing sea pickles, but it's always good to have a little light on the subject. Yeah, I'll say those fit in. They don't match specifically, but yeah, that's okay. Very well already. Nice. Speaking with an accent is a different story. Oh yes. The sea pickles, if you cook them, lime green dye. But I want them mostly for decoration and light source, because they give off light when they're in water. So I want to basically line rivers and that sort of thing. And what am I doing? I'm building myself a box. Why am I doing this? To demonstrate sea pickles, because they are cool. And I need a water bucket. And you can plant them on anything, literally anything. We should be totally dark, pretty much. Come on. And there we go. A nice little light source. Doesn't do too bad. So, as a decoration, just imagine your rivers lit up. I want to be able to have a bit of a glow. Plus, they make good cups. I could do light sources in lampposts or little ponds. It's a nice little resource to have. And then there's green dye. Light green dye, I should say, sorry. But yeah, we're looking at what? 13 by 17, I said. And the dropper mechanism here will fit right here without problem. All right. Let's go in-world and make sure we've got enough room, shall we? Plop. We will arrive at the ice farm because I still need loads of all the ice. We're almost got that filled. Almost. I've still got everything from the last stream in my I just harvested as well. And we got dance troupe. These guys are just too funny. Stop. Hammer time. Can't touch this. You go over to them, they stop. You leave them, they spin. Or even looking down at times. Too damn funny. Too damn funny. Where are we going? We are going to the industrial. I'm almost finished my second cuppa. Gonna have to get some more shortly. 13 by 17. You know what? We got 2 skulls last time. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Mistakes were made. Ouch. Oopsie. I'm really going to have to deal with that. All these lava streams at some point. That was better. Yes, we got a couple guys. And we get a friend. Friend gone. Okay, a couple over there. Hi. Take that as well. And no. Denied. Denied. And there's a piggy there. And then another one just spawned in. What? What? Let's get these guys. Hi. You want to be my friend. Oh. Wait, where'd he go? I know there's... Yeah, I hear him up there. Hi, Bones. Are you a Dr. Bones? Oh, I have got no inventory to pick stuff up. What am I doing? That's coal. Okay. Yeah. You guys stop lighting this area up, please. Oh, and I need tool repair too. Yes, very much so. You know what? We'll get rid of the gunpowder. Since we can. I don't see any skulls that I missed. Nope. Goodbye, cruel world. And here we are, and it's daytime. Yay, and we have a llama. Hello, Mr. Llama. Do you have your... Yes. Uh-huh. You're rubbish. Here's the failed one. So what we got? We've got room. We got room. See, we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's going to be a little wider than the other one. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Just enough room in back. Good. Good. All right. So now all we got to do is destroy this and rebuild. And guess what? I do not have the tool strength to do that right now. So unless we get heading off to... Because my silk touch is also gone. I forgot I've got some stuff here. What can I drop off? That. And get the core. Oh, no, I put the core out here, didn't I? Yes, I have a chest. And I like having the speed. Ooh, we got a new one. But yes, we cannot work on this in world today. Sorry. Big Canadian sorry for that. I eat in front of you. Sorry. Enough of that. Because I've got to get Pickle repaired. But we've got the room. We've got it designed. And we got the bone meal for it. I have not found Dennis. Let's take a look at... I did go around. I shared a screenshot, a shader shot, as it were, on Twitter and in my Discord. And it would be the area where Dennis would have been, but I did not see Dennis. So let's take a peek. From an inappropriate place, I want to hear that story. I really want to hear that story. All right, here we are in the overworld, the main city. Yeah, I'm missing the speed already. But yeah, I want to put bubbles, sea pickles, some seagrass, maybe a little kelp in there. And over here, having a nice little glowy pond with a bunch of wood around, just going to look cool. So that's a couple areas for the sea pickles. If you've never seen it, this is our marketplace. Technically, it's a villager trading hall, but it's a marketplace. For anybody who's new, I am programming villagers. Exactly. So right now, they are in the gossip soon to be going to bed phase. Now, I guess they're doing a little dispersion. I don't know. But they all have... These guys out here are customers to the guys locked in here. So there's 2 points of interest per shop. And there's going to be shops here. There's going to be shops on either side there. Each quadrant's going to have a bunch of shops. The customers, that's their home. They come in, they come and shop. They love the melon juice. And you see? Cups for melon juice. But they roam all around. They're free to give life to this city. Kind of an interactive, automated system. And this guy is Eric. Yes, he is the stable handler over here. We had a Dennis who looked after the llamas. Dennis is MIA, presumed dead. And we will take a little look-see to see if we can find Dennis. But these guys should be heading to bed soon. The mass exodus from the marketplace. And this is only one quadrant of the whole city, right? There's a bell there to mark that this is one quadrant, so all the villagers here are tied to the marketplace. And here they go. Here they all go. Heading to their homes. Going to bed. Even upstairs there. Oh, you saw that guy in there going to bed. That's a double occupancy. Will he? Yeah, he's getting stuck again. Let's see if he gets off the shrubbery. A shrubbery! He got off the shrubbery, yes. And we should see him. Yep, there's his head and he's in bed. Nice. Now, did the stable guy get in bed? Did Eric get to his bed? Or did he get to Dennis's? There's Eric. Good boy, Eric. Eric's such a good boy. We still need a couple horses for there. Dennis. Poor Dennis. That's not Dennis. Let's make it daytime. Such a good job. Oh, mine too. Mine too, Nana. It's going to be a zombie magnet for sure. This whole area. We need to put a wall in. And that is kind of how Dennis met his demise, I think. He got outside the wall. He's... Ouch. He may have drowned. He may have got killed by a zombie. We're not quite sure. He's just gone. And I haven't seen him roaming anywhere either. But I haven't really gone too far around to see if I can spot him. So let's just take a peek. I mean, if he's dead, it's not a terrible, terrible thing because we have more villagers and we're breeding. This whole area is going to be filled up, by the way. Got a lot of trees to chop still. But so far, no sign of Dennis. So I thinking I definitely have to declare him dead. We'll get to new Dennis. Whoop. But yeah, there's absolutely no sign of him, and I'm positive he would have gone this way. Hi, creeper. We'll go this way. But yeah, not a whiff of him anywhere. We'll try this way. Head over to Old Town to see if he made his way. But I'm not seeing him. And the farmers are good. This is Old Town, the original settlement. And I've used it as kind of the pilot. Let's see how I can get these guys to function. So, leather worker, he's tending the horses. His POI is in there. This guy loves his basement. And there's a fisherman, which is kind of Schrodinger's fisherman. He's still trying to get to under the water. Sometimes he's out of the water, sometimes he's not. And I'm not sure what to do to increase his path or to fix his path finding. Because we've got this here, so we can hop up here, but I'm almost thinking the tree is also part of the problem. So I may just pull the tree back here so that the leaves will be over here, and that may, because he may be trying to go the shortest route, right, which is here, and he can't get up there. So he's trying to get to his barrel from under the wharf. He's a bit dim. But yeah, he just can't get to it. So I'm thinking the tree may actually be in the way. But we'll play with him later, because we've had to play with him a lot. But this is there's an entrance to the city. Another bell to signify that this is an area. Have you tried giving boots with Frostwalker? Oh. Actually, that is a serious idea. Not necessarily to him, but for somebody else. That could be interesting, because you can equip stuff onto villagers, right? Oh, wait a minute. What time of day is it? Where's my clock? It's midday, but he's come up. Oh, he can get up there. Nice. But did he... He just reset. Good boy. And back into the water. Like I said, you ain't right. Yes, you can with normal villagers. You can still use a dispenser and equip them. It doesn't show on their skin, but you can still do it. Like, you can kill yourself. A villager can kill you if you equip them with armor with thorns and you punch them. You take thorn damage and you will get killed by a villager. Of course, there's also a killed by bat, which, you know, the only way I can figure is the bat knocks you off a cliff into lava or something. I don't know. Here's the main temple, which I really gotta get back to. Really gotta get back to. And I gotta get the animals out of here. But this is the power crystal that and the attunement chamber. And this was all, the whole reason the civilization is here is because the two founders, one being a warrior, one being a mage, were drawn to the power source here. Now, it looks a little odd because I've got a bell here and it's supposed to have fence, and it makes the glass look wonky because it's the wrong glass. However, this is the histories down here. All the chests will actually contain written books of the lore. And good. I wanted to come down and see how many iron golems were down here. Only one. Good. Because there's like 6. And I'm going to put all the lore into books and store them in here. Oh, we got 2. Great. Okay. Trouble is with the issues with villagers with height and finding their beds and point of interest, which in the 0.4 sounds like it's going to be improved. I won't say fixed. But the trouble is, the librarians, I want the librarians and the clerics to mingle, right? I want to be able to go up and down. But the librarian, they can't pathfind to their beds. For the clerics, and then the lecturers are downstairs. I don't think that guy can get back downstairs right now. Because the beds are... Whoops, sorry. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry, that was a mistake. Their beds are over here while they're upstairs and can't seem to pathfind back down to them because they get stuck in this area and can't find a way downstairs. So I've got to move the beds over, I'm thinking. Oh, he doesn't seem mad at me, so that's good. I've got to move beds over to the pillars, basically, because then that will be away from the wall and hopefully allow them to find it easier this way. Basically, the staircase here is too tall. They have problems vertically with pathfinding. So I'm hoping that will fix it as well as the 0.4. But yeah, I'm kind of leaving this alone, but not at the same time. I really want to get back and get this fixed because I want to get the gates off. This is the big thing. I want them to be able to come out here and roam a bit. Possibly even meet up in the attunement altar. Like I did have the bell here at one point, but I can't at the moment because they can't get to it, right? So yeah, this isn't quite working yet, but it's not failed. See, there's 3 librarians up here now. Can they find their way back down? That's the question. But for right now, map. And the great thing about having a copy of these maps out at the city entrance is you update that one out there and this one gets updated. So this is the large map. And you see Mesa up there. Our desert and industrial zone is that way. Now there's other stuff back here which I've explored. I haven't really explored this way. But this bit has to be chopped down. This bit has to be chopped down. And that's going to be where the city is. All through here, basically. See, I guess behind the temple, I've got to do up a little bit. I love the swirl. It looks like ice cream. But we need to get some more landscaping and road work done. So, and that's a problem as well. See, it's nighttime. Okay, let's see what happens. Because looks like someone's taken his bed. Nope, maybe not. Yeah, he's lost his bed. One of the librarians have taken it. I bet. Yeah, there's a librarian there. No? Okay. Yeah, see, this is the problem at the temple, and I really should be sleeping now. But this is the problem I'm running into. And it just isn't fixing itself on its own. And now I'm probably going to have a baby. Hopefully not. It's different. Black cat, not a full black cat though. Dang it. I love the cat spawning because it brings more life to here. I'm looking for that pure black cat. That's what I want. And I'm not seeing it. Iron golems are doing their job though. All right. And these guys, I have got to... Yeah, I got to get the animals out of here because these iron golems are basically pushing them into the bushes. And they'll die. Let's go this way, actually. But this is turned into a servitor. Or a world tour. Again. But yeah, I'm still not... I want to put a wizard's tower there with a couple statues. And I am short as a librarian, yes. We lost our mending guy. There is a black cat typically with the first witch in a witch farm, yes. And I found on... That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I found on Admits a dual witch farm quite a ways away. So at the very least... one of those will have a pure black cat. Because there's a special spot for that black cat. His name is going to be Nee. Because he's going to join Roger the Shrubber. And be a very naughty person. Or a very naughty boy. But this is the high society area. And there's going to be a path out back there. But let's get back to this side. And this is just one city that's going to be in the world. That's my defunct iron farm, by the way. There used to be a village here. Yay. I'm stuck. But slowly but surely... Don't call me Shirley. We're getting this place done up. And I never call myself a aesthetic builder. I'm more technical. I love my redstone. But this place doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. We just need to stop having villagers die and yeah, have them behave. As you can see, we got some hopping villagers villagers. They love their melon juice. But that they're trying to pathfind, and because of the trapdoors and that, they think they can go through, so they start hopping like crazy. And there's carpet as well, but I love seeing their little heads hop up and down. But yes, this whole thing needs to be filled in with shops. Then there's going to be stuff over there in another district, and eventually all the trading here, because each quadrant is going to have their customers assigned to them, and homes, their corresponding homes, to be able to, for them to be able to sleep and interact. And what are you doing on the roof? So each area, like these guys here, will go out and wander that way. And they're going to interact with the villagers from the other district who do the same thing. So when they come in here to shop and then to gossip, and then they wander that way, all the gossip here is going to spread over to the next district. And their gossip will spread over to this district eventually. So it's all the circle of life. Yes, all the circle of life. Hopping villagers. Just, they're too funny. They really are. They really are. But so far. And we got to work on that wall. Oh, yes. One last time, or for an encore. Here is the mighty, legendary Roger the Shrubber with Concord and Pansy, bringing shrubbery to the masses and defending against brigands that say "nee" to old women. But the black cat is going to be on the back here of the shrubbery. Then we got to get over to the Mesa build at some point. However, today, I think I'm about at my last minute. We've got a new one. 2 new ones. This is our breeder. And, oh, hi. See what he's got. Don't think I got a lot of emeralds on me right at the moment, but nothing. Sea pickles. Really? You're just going to rub it in my face, aren't you? I should really kill you. Just for that. Dang traitors. We need a Roger command. Perhaps. Or a knee command. I need to design that emote. The knee emote. Villagers are just bouncy now, even at the beginning, because they love hopping on beds. All right. So for right now, that's going to be it. Bonus stream today. Normally I don't do the Sundays. Usually. Oh, that's not the command. There it is. There's my typical schedule. It's been an interesting week. So today was a bonus stream to work on the Pickle Farm. Which, guess what? We got made. The pickles will flow. The pickles must flow. Also, if you'd like to know when I go live, we've got all the commands and everything is put up on my YouTube channel for later consumption. Let's see who we might have for a raid. What's going on? Who's going on? We've got... Oh, I know. I know who we're going to raid. we are going to Raidus Lindsay. She is back to streaming. And after a hiatus, she like me, she's not family friendly, but she's not over the top with it. So give her all the love. And again, thank you for everybody who came in today on this bonus Redstone creative stream. We will be back tomorrow, and we will build that pickle farm. Pickles, pickles, pickles. But for now, take care. And until then, just be marvelous. Thank you. Here we go.